Welcome to WrestleMania week. Have a look around. Hundreds of matches and great shows. This is where they're found. We've got mountains of wrestlers, some better, some worse. If none of them are from your childhood, you must be old. Welcome to WrestleMania week. Come and take a seat. Would you like to see Brock Lesnar or see Pat McAfee get beat? There's no need to panic, no need to stress. Unless you make content, then you get no rest. Welcome to WrestleMania week. What would you prefer? Would you like to watch Roman and Brock again for the 8th time? Be happy, here's Sappy, he breaks all the news. We got a million different YouTube reviews. Welcome to WrestleMania week. Put your cares aside. Here's a match with lots of flippy shit. Here's a house fight starting at 9. We got Styles, DMD, and a supercard. And a bunch of simp accounts thirsting over the female wrestlers and creeping them out. Stop doing it. Welcome to Wrestling Internet. Hold on to your sock, cause a random guy just said Roman should be confronted by The Rock. He has opinions aplenty, he just sent you more. Don't act surprised, you know you like it, you mark. See a man beheaded by a Malachi-like kick. Show us pictures from the audience, tell us every thought you think. Start a rumor, read the dirt sheet, watch Sports Center's Hall of Fame speech, or DM a star, a meme, or do a stream, or find a tag team in your. Here's a healthy wrestling meal, you should sub to us. Here's why other fans don't like you, here's how you can win a belt. When Jericho was the best, everyone disagrees. Obama, capital punishment was played by Reggie Brown. Could I interest you in great wrestling all of the time? A 5-star classic match all of the time. Cena went to Hollywood, Cody quit Elite. A whole great week of wrestling all of the time. Could I interest you in great wrestling all of the time? A whole great week of wrestling all of the time. Cena went to Hollywood, Cody quit Elite. A whole great week of wrestling all of the time. You know, it wasn't always like this. Not very long ago, just before your time, right before the Shield split up, circa 2014, we had Yes Movement's best in the world, one title, not two. On one night, done at midnight, then we'd say, yes, yes, yes. We all chanted yes. Vinny doesn't care what we think. He treats you like you're two. If you think he's the asshole, congrats, you were right. Now look at Raw. 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 Unwatchable, turn offable. Your time is now, your insides out. Honey, how you grew. And if we formed a tag team, who knows what we'll do. It was always the plan to book a show for the fans. Could I interest you in great wrestling all of the time? A 5-star wrestling match all of the time. Cena went to Hollywood and Cody quit Elite. Whole great week of wrestling all of the time. Could I interest you in great wrestling all of the time? Oh, great week of wrestling all of the time. Cena went to Hollywood and Cody quit Elite. A whole great week of wrestling and matches and matches and matches all of the time. How did I do? Was it worth the 9 months it's been since you got one of those? Everyone happy to have the song covers back? Hey, OS11 Universe, it's Zander, and welcome to Wrestlemania Smackdown. I am back to being full-fledged babyface Zander, apparently. Turns out the whole visionary thing, apparently Ray is supposed to be the heel, and I'm supposed to be the face. Really, I'm the tweener. When you guys see who I'm facing tonight, or who I'm facing on WrestleMania Night 1, they're definitely going to be the face. They'll be here later. They are having some car troubles. It caused them to be delayed, so we couldn't get predictions done earlier. I did get rid of the heel beard, and there's a lot of personal reasons to why I got rid of it. And so, to explain it as best as I can without going too in depth about my personal life, because I try and keep it off YouTube a lot. I don't like having a full beard. I don't think I look that great with a full beard. I prefer, this is my favorite way that I look, is short hair, goatee. And so here I am. Zach, I will get there in a second. So we still have 8 minutes until SmackDown starts because I was waiting for the I got held up. We were expecting to premiere, or not premiere, but we were expecting to come into this with the Wrestlemania predictions starting us off. But as I said, my opponent for night 1 got a little held up due to some car troubles. Like I said, not gonna blame them for that. Obviously, it's something that can't be helped sometimes. And yeah. Yeah, they said they should be here around 9 o'clock. So honestly, had I known they weren't going to be able to make it on time, I would have done a watch along of Supercard of Honor instead of SmackDown. Because originally, the Andre the Giant Memorial Battle Royal and the IC title match were going to be part of the what do you call it, predictions. Also, by the way, I now have a wireless earpiece. Technically, I have 2, but this one just, they came in today, and this one just doesn't work. They're just Amazon $20 earbuds, so I'm not really that pissed. But yeah, so Zach says, I have a question. It's not supposed to be self-promotion, but I have this big story where Seth and Becky have become so desperate that they team with MJF. I don't know what to do after with it. I don't know. Because obviously I did the one with I did the whole Murphy thing where Rollins was essentially projecting himself onto Murphy, living vicariously through him. But I don't know. I guess best way to put it is, the way I'd go with that is Seth lives vicariously through his protege MJF. And obviously, kind of like how it was with Murphy, eventually he gets jealous how much success his protege has. I don't know. It's late at night and I've had a rough week. Booking is not exactly the top thing on my mind tonight. So Hanzo puts 3 tree emojis. I have no idea who you could be talking about, Hanzo. I'm glad you guys liked Welcome to WrestleMania Week, though. Shout outs to my younger brother Sid, who let me borrow his keyboard for that one. I got to take it back to him tomorrow. There will probably be a song cover tomorrow. No, there's no Universe Mode announcements this weekend. I got nothing this weekend. You're already getting Impact tomorrow, so. But yeah, Impact starts tomorrow morning at 11 a.m. my time. maybe one more time. Come on, you want to sing it. Look, man. I own a long wig, and I own a skirt. I could go full Britney with it. When I was going to be the heel going into WrestleMania, I was going to go put on my suit and do Vince McMahon's "Stand Back." But now that I'm a good guy, I'm probably not going to do that one yet. Okay, also, by the way, I've been meaning to say this for a little while. I'm going to say it at WrestleMania as well. Now, Vince, this is a graphic from LS11 WrestleMania Season 1. I don't know. Okay, yeah, you can see it. This was WrestleMania Season 1. So, hey, Vince.
Now, I'm not saying you owe me royalties for this clearly amazing idea that I came up with and you stole from me. I'm just saying, maybe there should be a check in the mail the first of every month. Yeah, I guess that's royalties is what I'm asking for.
I'm just saying, we did it 2 years ago. Oh, wait, I think this one's working now. Hang on, I think I've got a full headset now. Let's see if I can make this work. I have no idea if it's going to work, but we're going to find out. I'm going to play a clip and see if that'll do it. He's not here yet, but I'll play this one.
Would you look at that, Kevin? It's the police.
Okay, so the left earbud doesn't work. It turns on, but I don't know how to connect it. I feel like an old man right now. I would just like to say that. I feel like an old man because of this. Because I don't know how to connect this one. I assumed it would just pop up on the Bluetooth device list. But it doesn't look like it. It's charged. I only got this in the mail today. I just bought this week because I was tired of having to listen to my TV during live streams on absolutely no volume. I'm fine with only using one of them because that way I can still hear out of my other ear. So I know a lot of people are like, well, why doesn't Zander wear earbuds on live streams? Yeah. Damn it to hell with that next generation technology. So I just got these today. So my laptop's the first thing I've ever connected them to. I think I'm okay with just one because I like being able to. The reason I don't like wearing headphones or earbuds is because I can't hear out of I can hear them only that, and I don't. One of my big phobias. I'll take this one out while I'm not having to. Well, there's no one else in the StreamYard, and it's just me until either Ray decides to pop in, which wouldn't surprise me, or my opponent gets here in about an hour. Also, I should probably flip the channel over to Smackdown. Now, originally, my opponent and I were going to do predictions for the IC title match and for the Battle Royale, and it was going to be we each get a 3.2.1 point prediction. And my Andre Battle Royal predictions were going to be, in no particular order, Jinder. Who was the other one? I have a Google, or not a Google. I've got a standard Word document, which means I also need to close that project from earlier. I had Jinder as my 1 point, Damian Priest as my 2 point, and Big Bob, Robert Roode, as my 3 point. But since my mystery opponent is not going to be here for a little while, unless the show is ending with the Battle Royal, which I highly doubt. I could see them starting with it, honestly. This is also the first time I've watched SmackDown since December. Last time I watched SmackDown, I think last time I watched SmackDown was Ray, when has that ever stopped you? And JJ, you've changed what you're a fan of in the last 5 minutes. Omos is fighting Bobby at WrestleMania. He's not in the Battle Royal. If he were in it, he'd be my 3-point pick, no doubt. But yeah, Ray, you being at work has never stopped you from jumping into live streams. I also find it hilarious that the Andre trophy. Yep, they're starting with Andre. All right, here we go. Andre Battle Royal starting it. Oh, my phone's going nuts over here as well. Since my phone is now on 73%, it was on like... Wait, Ciampa was in there? Oh my God, Ciampa was in there. Well, that would definitely change who my pick is. Ciampa was not announced for it beforehand. So obviously, I think you guys know, knowing how I am with Ciampa, had he been announced beforehand, I'd have been like, all of my picks are Ciampa, because I love Ciampa. But anyway, yeah, I thought I saw him in there too. Wow, I love how they can only show like two. They can only show 2 Andre Battle Royal winners because the rest are gone. Yep, Ciampa's in there. He's in the video package. Wow. What a debut. Come on, Ciampa. All right, I need you guys to do me a favor. Let me know if you can hear Smackdown. What? Hold on. Okay. My TV remote changed the volume on these for a second. Okay, Big Bob is getting an entrance. Wait, is Ziggler entering? Hold on, is Ziggler entering the battle? Because it said Dolph Ziggler with Robert Roode, not Robert Roode with the NXT champion. Also, again, Dolph Ziggler being a main eventer in NXT. Now, Ray's not saying he wants royalties, but you know the drill. Also, I can take... That was a horrible noise, and it felt even worse on my fingers. Okay, yeah, Ziggler's in. Just I can take these off of the... Take these off the window now since the sun's gone down. Any other surprise entries for us? Oh yeah, Ray, I've already done the royalties bit with AJ. AJ and Edge is how I started the stream on the royalties bit. Here comes the U.S. champion. Yeah, the United States champion in the Battle Royal. Gotta have room for Logan Paul and Johnny Knoxville, pal. I hate it here. Also, I think I ate expired salsa a minute ago. Like while the Welcome to WrestleMania Week video was playing, I was eating chips and salsa because I'm on medications right now from the surgery I had last week, and I have to eat when I take the medication, so I just had chips and salsa. I think the salsa's expired. All right, here we go. No surprise entries. Other than Ciampa, but... So, yeah. I don't know. I could also see Ciampa and Ziggler canceling each other out of this, but I feel like, you know, a Ciampa win would do something, I think. Oh, there went Tozawa. And there goes Reggie. Good riddance. I have no idea, Ray. I really don't. And the 24/7 crowd's out of here, so bye-bye. Wow, they're doing the how can anybody eliminate him spot with T-Bar. Now, I like Dominic Dijakovic or Donovan Dijak, but... Oh, there went Jinder. Oh, Jinder. I love you. I love to hate Jinder. I genuinely forgot Smackdown came out today for us, by the way. I put out the post about it, but I forgot it to come out. And there goes T-Bar. Oh, poor Donovan. It's okay, guys. There's still hope. Shanky is still in the match. Oh, God. They really just don't have the roster depth for this Battle Royal anymore. I hate to say it, but it's just how it is, man. And there goes my guy, Drew Gulak. This is just, yeah. You know what? I'm kind of glad this isn't on the main WrestleMania card anymore. And I was going to say Balor's going to reverse it. Yeah, I agree with you. Oh, no. Oh, no. No, Ciampa's not about to have to enter into a feud with Corbin. God, please, no. Oh, God, no. He's already going to have to put over the gimmick guy, Tony D'Angelo, tomorrow. Oh, don't stick Ciampa in a feud with Corbin. Because then they're going to be like, well, why is he not getting over, pal? I can't handle Ciampa getting really... I can't handle Ciampa going into Jobberhood and then being, you know... I don't know what a Von Wagner is, so... Or a Butch or a Gunther. And for those who might not have seen SmackDown today, I'm sure you can understand just how much satisfaction I got with the result of the opening contest today. Get in there, Ciampa. Oh, there went Cruz. Oh, but look how big Commander Aziz is. He's going to eliminate both the Viking boys with the help of Shanky. Oh, for fuck's sake. Oh, my goodness. In the year of our Lord, 2022, the Hossfest in the Andre the Giant Memorial Battle Royal is Commander Aziz versus Shanky. I hate it here. Balor, and they're both gone. Wow, that ring got so much smaller with those two gone. Also, Priest and Balor, a feud that's been going on for about 2 months now. No, that's not worthy of a WrestleMania spot. Just put him in the Battle Royal, pal. Look, man, I really wish I'd chosen to watch Super Card of Honor tonight, but I also just didn't want to spend $30. And Balor's going to eliminate Priest, and let me guess. Now Priest is going to come back in and eliminate Balor. And Ciampa's about to get taken out, isn't he? Yeah. So maybe my original pick of Big Bob is actually going to get it. Ladies and gentlemen, the year of our Lord 2022, the final four are Finn Balor, Big Bob, Dolph Ziggler, and fucking Madcap Moss. Madcap fucking Moss. Also, welcome to the main roster, Ciampa. Like I said, maybe my big 3-point pick I was going to go for, the Hail Mary of no. No. Not Madcap Moss. Oh my God, no. What the fuck? You know, I'm really considering switching over to Super Card of Honor. What's going on over there? Anyone? Let's see what's going on with Super Card of Honor. Going to get the full Fightful live report. First Ziggler, now Corbin. He's just doing the I just got called up shuffle. Yep. What the hell? The year of our Lord 2022 and Madcap Riddick Moss. Okay, so only thing that's happened so far is Swerve Strickland versus Alex Zayn. Which I'm sure is probably fantastic. No joke. Ironically, Madcap Moss. Whew. Really wishing I'd done anything else tonight, but you know. And here I thought me butchering a Bo Burnham song was going to be the worst thing to happen tonight. You know, I was at one point saying they might give it to Madcap Moss just to be stupid, but here we are. All right, Fightful. What else we got going on? Like, quite honestly, I've got the money if I want to turn on Supercard instead. Instead, I'm buying out WWE and selling it to Zander for $10. Deal. Speaking of, I actually need to pull up the Streamlabs. I don't think we've gotten any donations in the last few months, but in the last few days, but I'm sorry, I'm having to log into Streamlabs now. You know, I also need to delete the that stuff from here because it's not fair to my opponent because they've had. Oh yeah, Ricochet got a new theme. I forgot about that. Yeah, honestly, if Ricochet loses the title tonight, I'm just gonna be like, all right, hey, this is a Super Card of Honor watch along now. Only reason I even wanted to watch this was because I like the Andre Battle Royal because I like Battle Royals. If you hadn't noticed yet, how fucking often I do them in Universe. Ladies and gentlemen, winning a Battle Royal in the memoriam of the biggest draw in the history of wrestling, Mad Cat Moss. Well put, Ray. Well put. But yes, no, if Ricochet loses, the title of this live stream is changing, and we are going to just watch Super Card of Honor instead, because that sounds like a much more enjoyable show. I'm on medication right now, and I'm not allowed to drink alcohol for the next 3 days. So... And this show is going to make me wanna. So... Oh, you're excited for Impact. You should have said something. I've never heard you mention it. Oh, that was mean. I'm sorry. I'm glad a lot of people are excited for the debut of Impact tomorrow. I'm a little stressed out about it, honestly. The debut of Impact, it's got me not scared. Nervous, I think is the best way to put it. I'm nervous that you guys are not going to like it, or that the show's not going to be everything that you guys have set your expectations for. If that makes sense. I will say the who will be a surprise entry in the Call Your Shot match. The responses to that one have just been something. It's probably been some of the... I'm trying to think of the best way to put it. Because, like... I don't know why the screen's black. I'm probably having connection issues. That's genuinely probably a me thing. I'm not, I'm at my house, so the Wi-Fi is not super great. Haven't gotten around to upgrading it yet because it's just not been a good time. But anyway, yeah. So let me put it the best way: the name a mystery entrant in the Call Your Shot Gauntlet. It's not been the worst surprise answers I've ever seen. It's not. I think the worst who's going to be a surprise entry or like fill in the blank thing I've ever gotten was the who's going to challenge Madden and Thorne for the Raw Tag Title at WrestleMania. Like, yeah, one person guessed Imperium, and that was Zach, so bragging rights to Zach. But, like, some of the picks I got, I was like, low gamer 1012, is that what it says? Hello. But yeah, like on that one, it was like, yeah, one person got it right, but it mentioned in the question, it will be a new team making their debut as part of the Raw roster, not someone on the Raw roster. And like half the responses I got were, I don't know any teams on Raw. It's like they're new. But I like Los Lotharios. I think they have a ton of potential. I really do. I think their main issue right now is they are stuck in a tag division that is stuck in the Roman Reigns bubble, if that makes sense. I think these two have all the potential in the world. And honestly, I like both these guys. And I'm not going to be surprised to see Angel Garza win the title tonight. Hey, it's Main Event Wrestling. Hey, how's it going? My mystery WrestleMania Night 1 opponent should be here in the next hour. And as I said, if Ricochet loses the title tonight after having it for like 2 weeks, I'm genuinely just gonna I'm just gonna swap over to Super Card of Honor. It's probably a more enjoyable show. But I would still kind of like to watch the Hall of Fame tonight, just to see if they give Scott Steiner an open mic. I'm checking Twitter to see if anything good's happening on Supercard right now. Apparently, the Swerve Strickland. Yep, I really wish I'd watched Supercard because, am I? Hang on. Let me do something real quick. This way, if people are watching the show on replay, or like if people are going to catch Supercard later, apparently, and this is when you see this means I'm talking about Supercard of Honor. Until I swap this over to Supercard of Honor watch along, which is looking more and more likely by the minute. Brian Cage is Tully Blanchard's new client, and I'm all here for that. So I'm excited to see Brian Cage back on TV because, as many people know, I'm a big fan of him. I think he's got a good look. I mean, they gave Jesse Ventura an open mic on the Hall of Fame. I said I'd get mad if Ricochet lost the title. I would not be against Angel Garza winning because it means he's doing something, but also that Intercontinental title means death for anyone booked with it for like the last 3 years. I hate to say it, but the last time the IC title was really doing anything, I think, was when AJ Styles had it. And that was in 2020, so that was 2 years ago. In fact, that was 2 years ago this week. Oh my God, that was 2 years ago, like this month, that AJ Styles became Intercontinental Champion. Oh, that's just, Time is nothing but an illusion, is it? This is, guys, I hate to be this guy. We're 30 minutes in to the night before WrestleMania, and it's been a nothing show. And Corey comes back to fight Seth Rollins. It'll be Cody. It's not going to be Corey. He said he doesn't want to get back in the ring, or that he's not going to get back in ring shape. It's going to be Cody. So if you hear like the almost like clang of plastic or like banging of plastic, I keep opening and closing my earbud case. So I guess what I'm trying to say is sorry, I can't hear you. I've got knockoff AirPods in. I don't know. I'm trying to be funny. It's 8:30 at night. It's been a long freaking week, and I've got a 10-page paper due on Monday while I'm still having to sit here and do these live streams this weekend. It's going to be a fun weekend to be Zander. Tomorrow is really going to be fun because I got to decide if I'm going to do a stand and deliver watch along or not. Probably not. Quite honestly, probably not. All right, so we are half an hour into Smackdown now. Another busy week of lives, just like last year. Just wondering. You got tonight. Mania's night 1 and 2. I'll do the Raw after Mania, depending on how I'm feeling Monday. Ah, shit. Hold on, this is me looking towards the chat. Ah, shit. Here we go again. You know, I'm kind of wondering. Stand and deliver tomorrow. I mean, I feel like it's certain that Braun Breaker is going to win, but he could also lose and come up to the main roster, and then Dolph drops the NXT title to Walter. Because I think that's the second most likely one. I definitely think Ciampa is just on Raw or SmackDown starting Monday. I said what I said. Walter's his name. The same way that that third guy running around with Sheamus and Ridge is named Pete Dunne. But anyway, yeah, so where was I going with this? Where I was going with this is I feel like Ciampa's certainly being called up. If Toxic Attraction loses all their gold, I could see them being called up. The women's tag division needs new life. They're going to need new challengers for Bianca on Raw. Oh, it's going to be a how can Los Lotharios coexist thing, because that's what we need more of is tag teams breaking up, right? Look, man, I'm just trying to make it to tomorrow for. I'm just trying to make it to tomorrow for the Impact show. I'm just trying to make it to the debut of Impact. Because I've also got to record. I've got to record stuff for the week after next as well. I thought they were about to put the belt on Humberto for a second. Don't forget, ladies and gentlemen, these two tag team partners, Angel Garza started his main roster career feuding with Humberto. It's good to see Humberto's getting over, though. I mean, like I said, I'm fully prepared for one of the Los Lotharios to win. I really don't want to be doing this. If it weren't for the fact that the WrestleMania opponent was going to be my WrestleMania opponent's getting revealed tonight, I would not be alive right now. Quite honestly. I would be recording, or I would be drawing, or I'd be preparing for tomorrow. I've got stuff I want to record for the Zander channel, like the solo channel that I've got. I might need to make a channel post about that at some point. Tony Khan's really playing a technicality by being like, AEW will never host an event WrestleMania weekend. But I knew about promotion will. Yeah. I think Supercard of Honor was already in place before this, but yeah. Oh, this has been a good match. I'm not denying the in-ring ability of Ricochet, Humberto, or Angel. They're all three fantastic workers. I don't know, man. I feel like Ricochet should have been doing something more substantial at WrestleMania with the Intercontinental title rather than defending it on WrestleMania Smackdown. The same way Finn Balor should have been defending the U.S. title at WrestleMania rather than being eliminated in the Battle Royal by Riddick Moss. Oh, I'm sorry, Madcap Moss. Fucking A. Oh, they're not running Supercard at the same time as Mania. They're running it tonight. And here we go. Ricochet dropped one onto the other. He's going to hit the old flippity-bippity 630. And the code breaker. At least he retained. That's a good finish. That's a cool finish. I like that finish. Oh, yeah, he calls the code breaker the recoil, which is, just another word for Ricochet, but, it's clever. Hot take. Ricochet does it better than Jericho. What's going on over at Ring of Honor? Let's see. What is going on with Supercard of Honor? I think the Lee Moriarty match is going on right now, so not. Well, obviously now Ricochet has a better. I mean, it just looks. It looks more brutal now than when Jericho ever really did it. Oh boy, I can't wait to see a recap of the Stone Cold Kevin Owens feud. To quote Kevin Owens himself, why are we seeing this? Why are we watching a replay? We literally just saw this. What's the Supercard of Honor main event? I think it's Bandito versus Gresham to determine the true Ring of Honor champion. Oh, hey JJ, head of PR himself. How's it going, man? Good to see you. Welcome to the stream. I also just got a text, possibly from Ray. He and my girlfriend had the same ringtone, which tells you a lot. Do you think Kevin Owens needs to get back to Ring of Honor? No. Should have paid attention to Ring of Honor as much as I should. Yeah, I've never really watched it. Oh my god, Sonic 2. Wait, what? Sonic 2 comes out April 6th? I thought it came out April 8th. When did they change that? Yep, pretty much. Ray got it in one. All right. Hopefully, my mystery opponent will be here soon. Hopefully. We've still got a busy 3 weeks ahead of us, by the way. We got LS11 Bound for Glory tomorrow. We got Bad Blood next week. We got Full Gear in 2 weeks. I'm currently watching the World on Lucha Collective show, then Impact Multiverse, and finally Spring Break Part 2. How's SmackDown? Horrible! Mad Cat Moss won the armbar. Honestly, hey, Jobber, what time's Impact Multiverse on, and what time is Spring Break Part 2? Like, okay, I realize that's going to be British time, but I know how to go back 5 hours. I can take it back 5 hours myself. So, because I kind of want to watch Sean Ross Sapp enter the clusterfuck. DJ asks, taking a trip down memory lane. Rock versus Cena. Was I Team Rock or Team Cena? I wasn't watching. I wasn't there yet. I wasn't watching wrestling yet. But if I was watching, I'd have probably been Team Cena. I've always liked Cena more than Rock, and I stand by it. Keep in mind, Eddie Edwards and Sami Callihan should stay away or there'll be chaos. Multiverse at 3 a.m., Spring Break 6 a.m. UK. Okay, so Multiverse, that'd be 3 hours. So Multiverse starts at 10. Okay. Spring Break starts at 1. If I have the willpower, I will stay up for both of those. Let me open Fight. I don't know if I'll be able to stay live for all of it, but hell, I want to watch Sean Ross Sapp get in the ring. I love that guy. All right, let's see here. Impact. Multiverse of matches. Because that looks like a freaking hell of a card. Impact Multiverse of matches. Okay, that starts at 10. It's only $20. Might watch that, honestly. It looks fun. And then Spring Break, Part 2. Spring Break Part 2 starts at 1 a.m. Okay, so what's happened on WrestleMania Smackdown? So the armbar happened and Mad Cat Moss won it. Tommaso Ciampa was in it, by the way. Ended up getting eliminated by Dirty Dogs. And then Ricochet and Los Lotharios had a pretty good triple threat for the IC title, and Ricochet won. Other than that, we've had a lot of recaps and replays. So your standard SmackDown episode. Yeah, I think... I don't know how long Multiverse of Matches is going to go for. But if it is done at midnight, I'm trying to think, okay? Because I Yeah, Madcap Moss. And he won it by last eliminating Finn Balor. Clean. Okay, so I'm thinking. Look, I live 10 minutes away from a really good Mexican restaurant. DoorDash doesn't deliver out here. Grubhub doesn't deliver out here. Nothing delivers out where I live. I live in the middle of nowhere. Do you guys think... I shouldn't hold my hand like this because it looks like I only have a mustache. If I do this, I look like I have a handlebar mustache. But do you all think I would have time when my WrestleMania opponent gets here, if they are up for it, or the new debuting star Ciampa could have won. Just saying. But anyway, do you think if when my WrestleMania opponent gets here, after we've done our predictions, if they are okay with it, I can even just jump in the StreamYard from my phone. Should I order Mexican and go pick it up on stream? Because, I've got the StreamYard link on my phone. Weirdly, when you get just outside of my neighborhood, which is not that far from the main part of town, it's less than a mile away, the Wi-Fi gets really good. So, Jobber says it's WrestleMania season. Why not? All right, so when they get here, let me see what time they're open till. Caves. Oh, don't say it out loud, Zander. What's it even called? I nearly just doxed myself live on the internet. Okay. They close at 9, so I'm not going to be able to. That is unfortunate. That is very unfortunate. That would have been fun. They close in 15 minutes, so their kitchen's going to be closed by now, too. Shit. Oh, here comes Naomi and Sasha. Getting wings on wheels and Marietta for the WrestleMania. Oh, yeah, Ray, I'm going to put you on the spot here live on stream. Are we going to do Mania Night 2 together? Do you want me to just come to your house for Mania Night 2? So that we don't have to worry about there being a stream delay? Because I don't mind. If you don't mind, I don't want to just invite myself to your house. Which I technically just did, I guess, but... Yeah, do you want to do Mania Night 2 together? Sasha Banks has been wearing the Sailor Moon gear since the Rumble, and I'm here for it. I don't mind couch surfing. So I'll go home that night because I've got class in the morning. So I'll just drive home at midnight. It'll be fine. What's the worst that could happen? I die? No, what's the worst that happens? I crash and die with the belt in my car if I win at that. Okay, so they're going to commercial. Okay, yeah, I'll come over. I'll come over Sunday, a couple hours before the stream so that we can get everything set up. Cool. Sounds like a plan. I'll get pizza. I'll cover it. I'll cover dinner that night. Okay. I want a snack. So, kids, we're going to have not so great audio quality for a minute. because hang on. There we go. I think that's my laptop mic. Okay, so I've switched over to the laptop mic. So audio is going to sound weird for a minute, but guys, you're going on a field trip with Dad. I'm taking you all on a field trip. We're going to find a snack. Other than me, of course, because I'm looking good with the goatee. Anyway, we're walking through the there's a Sheldon Cooper cardboard cutout here. I forgot about that. I can explain that one. That was given to me as a joke birthday gift by my mother like 6 years ago, maybe a bit longer. Welcome to my kitchen. Welcome back to the kitchen. It's been a little while. So I've got my salsa. I'm gonna put this back in the fridge. Welcome. Giving me the ability to live stream alone has been a terrible idea. Even when there's no intoxication involved, which isn't really even my thing at this point. Let's see. I see there's a chat. Smackdown. Jobber wins. Smackdown. There you go. Smackdown. That's good. That's a good one. Let's see. What do I got? I got granola bars. I got tortilla shell, or I got soft shell tortillas. I still need to make breakfast tacos this week. Maybe I'll do that tomorrow. I got goldfish up there. I think those are Alex's actually. I got grits. That's a breakfast thing. Oh, hell yeah. There we go. Animal crackers. Hell yeah. It's like a 5, yeah. It's like a 5 again. Yes, that was Zander's kitchen. Zach, I don't know if you're still in the chat, but if you are... There you go. I'm sure you can appreciate one of those specific magnets. What is grits? It's a very southern thing. Hey, can anyone here explain it to him other than me? Because I'm not great at it. By the way, there's the keyboard as seen in Welcome to Wrestlemania Week. Ever wondered what my setup looks like? Son of a bitch. Get it right, Zander. There you go. There's what Zander's setup looks like from the other side. I just outed myself. I just caught myself in 8K. Someone's going to call me out on it. I know it's coming. I'm getting a little red in the face now because I caught myself as it was like the whole world went slow motion as it appeared. And I was like, no, it's going to show up on the camera. It's fine. It's fine. I'm a simple and stupid man. We'll leave it at that. I also just... Okay, so everyone is in the ring now. Let me get the audio switched back. There we go. It's like oatmeal, but made with corn instead of oats, and it's savory, not sweet, so cheese and meat go in there. I don't usually put those in there. I just go butter and salt, personally. Hey, let me see if I can just find a picture. It's so good. Like, it's my favorite breakfast food. I'm glad you guys have been explaining it for me because I cannot explain it for the life of me. I just eat it. Because it takes me 2 minutes to make it. Also, I'm really glad. I really appreciate nobody calling me out on what was on my desk. Because like I said, the whole world felt like it was in slow motion for a second. Download is a fucking GIF. And I'm not saying like a moving image. I'm saying GIFF. Or no, GIF is what it downloaded as for some reason. So hang on. I'm probably going to become there like that for a minute. Because I just set 2 images to upload in the StreamYard. People, this is a shoot. Zander and I have been best friends for years, and we've never talked about our mutual love of grits. Huh. Psychosis is about to wrestle. What? Okay, so this is what grits look like, by the way. They're so damn good. Son of a bitch, I think I'm gonna go make a bowl. I think I'm gonna go. That's the thumbnail. Whoops. Hold on. I might go make a bowl of grits, quite honestly, because I'm hungry as shit. And I don't think animal cookies are the best thing to go with. I'll have a couple animal cookies. We'll see how I'm feeling. I might go make a bowl of grits. And depending on how I can do, we might stay live. Like I said, I might stay up through the GCW show. Like I might be live till like 3 in the morning, maybe even later. Also, Rhea and Liv on the outside, looking great. Love the black and white aesthetic they got going on. I'd really like them to win at WrestleMania. Spoilers, I don't think they're going to. All right. You guys are going to get some ASMR of the fucking bag being closed. DJ says, I keep rewinding. But I can't make out what was on Zander's computer. I can't tell. It's best that I don't know. Okay, so you misheard me a little bit. It's not on my computer, because what was on my computer was my Twitter feed and the LS11 internal roster page, but it was covered. That was covered up by my computer settings. I was talking about something on my computer desk. That as soon as I saw it was on camera, I was like, oh, son of a bitch. Because I know I'm going to get called out for it if someone sees it. And if someone calls me out on it, I will just admit it. Naomi and Sasha just pinned the champions. Ray? No, it was not. Sasha and Naomi winning here lessens my confidence that they're going to win tomorrow. Well, they're wrestling at night too. My bad. Yeah, they aren't winning at Mania. Personally, that makes me want to change my pick back to Rhea and Liv. Which, I mean, I haven't done my... Hold on. It's beeping. Am I crazy? It was beeping. It was beeping at me. Are they still connected? Did I just turn them off? I really am an old man. Being too nosy and I still can't find it. I give up. Do I just need to admit it? Because I feel like at this point, it's funny that you guys don't know. But I also just kind of feel like an asshole if I don't just admit it. JJ says he's gone for Rhea and Liv. I think that's probably my pick. That was my initial pick as well. And then I was sitting there like, maybe it's going to be Sasha and Naomi. You guys are going to find out my actual pick in probably 20 minutes when my opponent gets here. But hey, who's up for another field trip as Zander goes and makes some grits? Let's do it. All right. We're going to hopefully do this right here. We're going to try and take the microphone with us this time. Oh, this microphone throws the whole damn balance off a little bit, but here we go. We're going to the kitchen. Hi, Sheldon. Oh, you know what? I'm going to show this off a little bit. The wall of art behind me. If you want me to be embarrassed, then go ahead. I don't know what it is. DJ, I'm going to give you one last hint to go look again. Look at my mouse pad. There's your hint. Okay, now we got to figure out where to put this. Put the laptop on the stove. That sounds like it's not a fire hazard waiting to happen. Not at all. All right, let's see here. We're back in the kitchen again. Got my kitchen timer. Let me move this real quick. Ladies and gentlemen, you might be stuck with me till 3 a.m., so if I've got to be entertaining all night, then I'm doing it this way, and no one can stop me. I'm all the way up. All the way up. Nothing can stop me. I'm all the way up. Ever wondered how wide I am? I mean, just look at mine and Ray's victory at Zandermania last week. Okay, here we go. So, just some grits here. Look, man, I haven't eaten much today. I've been having snacks all day because I was waiting to get a meal for on the stream. Then by the time the stream came, it was too late. I'm going to probably get Mexican tomorrow at this point. Because I eat like a freaking champion during Wrestlemania. There we go. Okay, so let's see here. I gotta add a I gotta add a full cup of water. Let me get my measuring cup. All right, so add my cup of water. Not gonna lie, the quality of the camera made it too far away. The mouse pad area is blurry. Good. Let's leave it that way then, shall we? I feel like context clues of me being a man living alone. This is peak male performance. Exactly, Ray. Someone gets it. Salt. Get a little salt in my grits here. They come pre-buttered, so it's fine. Make that the fucking quarter of the year. Why don't we? All right. Now, I would show you, for those of you... DJ's figured it out. DJ's figured it out. Have you now? Do you want to share with the class, Mr. Danger? Would you like to share with the class, DJ, while we stand here in my kitchen for 2 minutes? I've mastered the teacher art of being dead silent for 2 full minutes. I mean, I do it on commentary half the time. You want to share with the class? You want to share with the class what you found? Not going to say a word. All right, probably for the best. I'm glad you liked the scene at the end, Zach. I'm glad people enjoyed that. Who knows? Maybe I'll hot tag to Cornell for parts of this stream. Or Mania Del Zander. Maybe even Quizmaster will make a rare appearance tonight. Who knows? Who knows? But yeah, welcome to the parts of the apartment you don't normally see, by the way. Where you're at right now is my living area. Or not my living area. You're in actually you're looking at the least used part of the apartment right now. Like, I've got my wrestling figures set up over there, which I realize the fisheye lens fucks with that. So over there, I've got my wrestling figures set up. Back there is Alex's desk. Her computer's not here because she's not here. And of course, you got Brittany right there with Bidoof on her head. I am really just, for AEW Universe Mode, it'd be funny if you had Cornell interview MJ. I did the Taz thing as a joke because Taz seemed like the kind of character that could do it, and it still come off fine. MJF's the world champion, so By the way, the votes are in, everybody. Hang on, let me get my grits stirred a bit here. Look, man, I'm just a boy living in the South. Let me put them in there for another few seconds. They gotta thicken up. Anyway, where was I going with this? Yeah, so the results are in from yesterday's YouTube poll. A whopping 75% of you, maybe it was even 80% of you, have made the choice. When AEW and Impact jumped to 2K22 in 2 weeks, literally in 2 weeks. So the episode after the Tuesday after Full Gear, they will just fall under the WWE 2K22 universe umbrella because I'm done having separate episode numbers. I can't be asked to number 3 different series anymore. ARW was its own beast because it existed with a different canon. ARW will never, ever, ever, ever impact the other universes. Never impact them. Okay, I got to take you guys back to the living area, and I'll bring the grits in a minute. So hang on. Oh boy, we're getting a promo about Ronda Rousey. Shy Ronnie. All right, kids are going to wait here for Dad. I'll be back in a minute. I don't know what the fuck I'm doing anymore. I've been live for 45 minutes, and I've been live for an hour and a half, actually. And just... Oh, man. I'm in the light. I'm the world's best content creator, and I'm proud of it, damn it. Can somebody, if I open a P.O. box or something... if I open, a P.O. box or something, and make an Amazon wish list, would people actually send me stuff? If I got a P.O. box, would people send me stuff? I don't know. I don't think I'm there as a YouTuber yet, am I? Because, I think it's only, $20 a month for a P.O. box where I live, if even. There we go. I'm back. I've got my grits. I'm waiting for them to cool down so that they kind of start clumping up a bit. Oh, joy, I'm back just in time. Our savior, Charlotte Flair, is here. How about that? Charlotte's here. Isn't this one of her longest title runs? I know it's definitely not her longest because her first one fucking dragged on, man. It went on for almost a full... No, it technically did go for a year. She won it in September of 2015. Oh my goodness, ladies and gentlemen. Ladies and gentlemen, I don't think you're ready. My WrestleMania opponent has arrived. Ladies and gentlemen of the LS11 universe, for the first time since his appearance on the LS11 podcast in July of 2021, please welcome the man I will be facing at WrestleMania Night 1. Please welcome Greg Tree.
Hey, y'all. It's been a long, long time.
How you doing, man? This is genuinely the first time we've talked on a video call since
Yeah, it's been a while since I've done anything YouTube related, wrestling, whatnot. I've streamed Call of Duty once, but other than that, I haven't done anything. I've been focused on school and trying to find work right now. But
wow.
I've been good. Yeah.
That's good. It's good. It's good to see you, man.
It's great to be back and doing something wrestling related. I've been watching a couple of videos here and there, catching up on what's been going on, but I haven't really been able to sit down and watch it in a long time.
Yeah. Well, I'm glad you could make the. I'm glad you could make your grand return to here of all places, the most prestigious channel on YouTube, LS11
Absolutely.
Universe, with a host who doesn't even have internet that can sustain a live stream.
Like,
I'm coming at.
what were you
I'm
gonna
coming at you with a cool 3. I'm coming at you with a cool 3 pixels right now.
say? Yeah, I know. Before I joined, it was like we recommend you have an Ethernet plugin to use this. I was like, all right, I think I can make that work.
I can't. I've got one and it's working on my desktop over there, which. But yeah, well, welcome to the stream. It's good to have you. Are you ready for some WrestleMania predictions?
I am. I'm about to pull up the card right now.
I've got it pulled up here. I've got a doc ready for us.
Alrighty.
All right, so we're going night 1, and then we'll go ahead and just both do night 2. That way, whichever of us wins, or if we tie and it becomes a triple threat, we don't have to do this again on Sunday morning. So starting us off, or not Ronda, Becky Lynch defending the Raw Women's title against Bianca Belair. Who do you got, Greg Tree?
That's tough. I'm just really wondering if they'd give Bianca back-to-back big WrestleMania wins.
Right, and as an attempt to not intimidate you, I'll be eating a bowl of grits while you make your prediction.
All right. I think they would. I'm gonna go Bianca. Like I said, I haven't been watching too much. I've watched a couple Cultaholic videos to kind of understand like storylines and whatnot, but I think I gotta go Bianca.
That's a smart choice. That's who I'm going with as well. I think the story's there with the whole Becky squash, which happened at SummerSlam last year. I don't know why I'm watching SmackDown right now at this point. I just watched.
I heard Raw was really good this past week though.
Yeah, it was pretty good. Raw was good this week. It has been SmackDown to say the least.
Yeah.
Riddick Moss, Madcap Moss won the Battle Royal, won the Andre Trophy.
Okay.
Oh yeah. So I'm also going Bianca for those that didn't catch that. So we'll move on to the second match, which is Rey Mysterio and his giant son Dominic against The Miz and the greatest boxer of all time. I will not be taking questions at this time, Logan Paul.
It seems The Miz has been working with a lot of outside talent. Because wasn't it last year he fought against, was it Bad Bunny and...
Yeah. Yep.
Okay.
And then Logan Paul had the bit with Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn last year.
Yeah. Where I do have to admit, he sold that stunner pretty well for not having any prior experience. I think I'm going to have to go with The Miz and Logan Paul.
All right. I think with the build up to this, I think it's building that double 619 on Logan. I think the Mysterios have got it.
Yeah, I could see that.
You get that written in here. One of the perks of college, as you might know, Microsoft Word.
Yeah. God, the amount of times that I've used like the spreadsheet function. I used to have I can send you a link after or even later when we're done doing predictions. I have all of the storylines in a Google Doc, and then I had all of the names of superstars in a spreadsheet, and whether they're heel or face, their record. Adam and I used all of that, and it was good to have it so organized.
So it's kind of funny you mentioned that. He actually made me that. He helped me recreate that for LS11. That's what we use. I just don't have the records in there for real time because I just don't feel like updating them as I record.
Yeah.
Because I don't know if you heard the news, but we're adding a third universe tomorrow.
Wow. What are you guys adding?
So Monday Night Raw, Tuesday night Dynamite. Wednesday, Zander takes a rest because NXT ended like 2 months ago, if you hadn't heard. Thursday night Impact and Friday night Smackdown.
Wow. So you have a full plate.
Oh yeah, I'll have to catch you up on Alice 11 Universe stuff soon.
Yeah, I watched your WrestleMania.
Oh yeah?
Yeah, which I thought was pretty. It was pretty good. I enjoyed it a lot.
I'm glad. A lot of people really liked that one.
Yeah.
I think a lot of people didn't see the ending of that one coming. But anyway, so up next, I don't think I even really need to ask this one. I assume we both say McIntyre's beating Corbin, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
I thought so. Just, asking it for the sake of we gotta get those predictions in.
Yeah.
All right, so that brings us on to the next match, which I think I'm gonna have the most controversial prediction of the night here. The Usos defending their SmackDown tag titles against Shinsuke Nakamura and Rick Boogs. Now, I'll go first on this one because I've been making you go first a lot. I don't know if it's actually going to happen. I'm not the most confident on it, but Vince really likes him. It's WrestleMania, and I really want to take a shot to get my belt back. I think Nakamura and Boogs are going to win the tag titles.
Okay. I could see that. On the other hand, I could see the Usos walking out, and let's say if Roman walks out as well, they're a dominant family faction, whatever you wanted to call them, being the bloodline. Of course, I don't know if they're up the story. I don't know if they're still together, if they fell out, but
They are.
if they are still together, then that could be, holding both world championships, and then the tag belts is pretty big to say the least.
Yeah. I definitely see that too. I'm just making the bold pick for the bold pick at this point.
Yeah. I think I'm going to go. How long have the Usos held the belt, if you know?
What was that?
How long have the Usos held the tag titles?
Since Money in the Bank last year.
Okay.
So coming up on a year now.
Yeah. I think I'm going to stick with the Usos.
I think that's the smart pick, but I'm also a man who, has done a lot of stupid things in his life.
Mm-hmm.
So that leads us on to our next match, which is probably the match I'm least confident in compared to, I'm even less confident in this one than I am in Boogs and Nakamura. And that is the team of Sheamus and Ridge Holland against the New Day. Now, if Big E hadn't unfortunately been injured, I'd have said New Day all the way, but I don't know. It's a tough one.
I think I'm going to have to go with Sheamus. Sheamus's team.
I think it's a smart pick. I think, I think that's what I got to go with as well. They're going to be able to do the whole, they got the numbers game because of Pete Dunne or Butch, as they're calling him now.
Yeah.
All right. Now, I got to ask because I don't know. I don't know how much you've been keeping up. Do you know about the Seth Rollins situation?
I know slightly about it.
Well, Seth Rollins has a mystery opponent tomorrow night, hand chosen by Mr. McMahon. And I think all signs, unless they do the dumbest shit ever and make it Shane McMahon, all signs point to Cody Rhodes.
Yeah, to Cody. I did see that.
Okay, I wasn't sure.
I would absolutely love that. And I feel like at this point, people are so much expecting that. If it's anyone else other than Shane, unless it were somehow, some way, like Moxley, if they agreed on a merger, and kept it quiet, and that happened, it'd be insane. But I feel like if it's not Cody and it's anyone else, they're gonna get booed.
Mm-hmm. I've seen a lot of people being like, "Oh, it could be Gable Steveson doing like a Cena and Angle situation." It's like the poor kid is gonna get the Roman Reigns situation, where he will get booed out of the building for simply not being Cody.
Yeah, absolutely. So I think with that in mind, if you don't mind me going first.
Oh yeah, go ahead.
I don't know. If it's tough because it is a mystery opponent.
Right.
Because like if it were to end up being Shane, I feel like I take Seth.
Yeah.
But if it's Cody, then I think I'm gonna have to go the mystery opponent because of a lot of factors leading towards if it's Cody. Because if it is Cody, I feel like the one thing you wouldn't want to do is come back at WrestleMania and lose.
Yeah, and Vince can be petty, but Vince is also apparently paying Cody millions. Vince isn't going to pay someone millions to lose.
No, and it's not.
So I think you're right.
It's not like Rollins has to be put over either.
Exactly. So yeah, I also think it's Cody, and if it's Cody, it's a Cody win. And I mean, if the mystery opponent ends up not being Cody, then Seth beats them. Neither of us get the point, but oh well.
Yeah.
So that leads us to what will probably be the main event match of night one, because apparently Austin and Owens might be main eventing with their segment. Charlotte and Ronda for the Smackdown title. That one's tough too. I'd have just said it was going to be Charlotte not Charlotte. It would have been Ronda hands down.
Mm-hmm.
But her return has flopped hard.
Yeah. But I feel like knowing WWE and the way they've treated Charlotte in the past, if they could get Ronda to win and Charlotte could win that belt back within the next month, that just adds another title so she can be compared to her father as the greatest women's champion of all time with her however many reigns she has now. So that's
true.
I could see them going Ronda, and then maybe Ronda loses it at the next pay-per-view back to Charlotte.
Yeah, I could see that too.
I don't know if that's too predictable, but at the same time, it's also the same company that's been losing a lot of young talent in the past 6 months. I don't know. I think I'm going to end up going with Ronda, though.
Yeah, I think Ronda's the safe bet. Full transparency, I've had my predictions written down for 3 days.
Mm-hmm.
So that was the only one I've changed this entire time was I changed my Sheamus and Ridge one. All right, so that's going to bring us on to night 2, which has a lot more matches. And for one of us, it won't even matter. Unless we end up tying on night 1, then it matters because it'll go into a triple threat, and Ray can cry, and I won't care. The amount of shitty title situations I got put in last year. All right. So first things first, on night 1 is the women's tag team titles, which will be, let me make sure I've got this right, a fatal 4-way tag match, Naomi and Sasha Banks against Rhea Ripley and Liv Morgan versus Natalya and Shayna Baszler versus the champions, Queen Zelina and Carmella. Now, many people know me, and given what will be the 1-year anniversary of her title win next week, I feel like I have to go Rhea Ripley contractually.
Understandable.
Otherwise, I lose my Rhea Simp card. And I'm just about to get a free sandwich. And if I need to tell you the names again, just let me know.
Yeah, I have it pulled up here because I wanted to pull it up for this one. So Queen Zelina and Carmella.
Honestly, before tonight, I would have said Sasha and Naomi, but then they beat the champions on SmackDown, so that's not happening again tomorrow.
Yeah.
Sunday.
It's like one of those things like, okay, they beat the champions, but the big question is this match going to end on a roll-up?
It's very likely.
And that's where I'm trying to think.
Right, because like last year, nobody expected Natalya and Tamina to win that gauntlet.
Absolutely not, no. And I don't think they'll do it back-to-back years. They won't give it to Natalya again.
No, I don't think so.
And Shayna Baszler's been, unfortunately, thrown around in tag teams for a long time now.
Yeah, really the only tag team she should be in is with Ronda.
Yeah. I think Ripley and Morgan is a good bet, considering, like you said, Naomi and Sasha beat them. I don't think they'll give it to Natalya again, and it's just tough to retain in a fatal four-way tag match.
Yeah, plus they're doing the whole how will they coexist with Vega and Carmella, with Carmella getting distracted with Corey or something like that.
Yeah.
So it looks like it is.
I'm going to have to go Ripley and Morgan.
All right. So that brings us on to the next match. Night 2 feels very predictable, and that scares me. So next matchup is a no-holds-barred match between Johnny Knoxville and Sami Zayn. Had Sami Zayn still been Intercontinental Champion, I'd have said, well, there's no way they're putting that title on Johnny Knoxville. Yeah. Then they took the IC title off of Sami.
Mm-hmm.
So that tells everyone who I'm picking.
Yeah.
Now, if I don't see Sami Zayn chase Johnny Knoxville around a corner and a giant hand come around the corner and hit him, I'm going to be upset.
I think I'm going to go Sami Zayn.
Oh, wow. Really?
Yeah, I just, from what I've heard about the build-up, I just think, especially with my earlier prediction, if Logan Paul and The Miz win, I don't think they'll go back-to-back nights of celebrity star appearances winning, especially with it being a one-on-one. There's a lot less likely chance of, I mean, it's no holds barred, correct? So,
yeah.
So anyone can interfere. The only way I could see Knoxville winning is if they had other characters from Jackass appear and help him win. But I don't really see that happening, so I think I'm just going to have to go with Sami Zayn.
Yeah. Well, speaking of them not doing back-to-back celebrity wins, Pat McAfee versus Austin Theory. Great segue there. You're natural getting back into this thing.
Oh, yeah. I don't know. Because McAfee, like, at least with McAfee, you know, Knoxville could take a beating, I'll say that. But McAfee's also, you know, a former pro athlete.
Right.
I don't know, it's tough.
That's also the greatest NXT superstar of all time, Pat McAfee. I hate to admit it, both of his NXT matches were great.
Yeah, his stint with Adam Cole was insane.
It was fantastic. I remember when that happened, it was the first live stream we did on the channel, the first live reactions we did on the channel. And I remember, this is kind of a story time here. It's unfortunate fun fact, the reason it's me and Greg Tree tomorrow is because he had some issues and couldn't make it for Mania. Adam Matta commented on that stream, like, I was rooting for Pat because honestly, I was a big fan of his work and he was a football player. And I was like, Matta, we haven't even met yet, but what the hell?
Yeah, I think with this one, I'm going to have to go Pat, though.
All right. I'm gonna go on the opposite side. I'm gonna do what you did with Sami and Knoxville, and I'm gonna say Austin Theory. I think they see a lot in Theory. I think he'll be in the main event in the next year or two, and I think they're gonna give him the WrestleMania win.
I could see that. I could definitely see that.
Looking over the chat, people are very excited to see you. Wrestling Culture jumps in and says, "Wow, I did not expect to join this stream and see Greg Tree."
I saw that. Yeah, I didn't. Up until a week ago, I didn't expect to be here.
Yeah, it's funny. Like, so for context for a lot of people, to tell the full story, Matta and I, nothing went wrong between us. We didn't have a falling out or anything. we agreed that he'd be represented by Brock in the chamber. Brock won, and then Mata just got busy and has gotten really busy with work, so he hasn't had time to do stuff to the channel. And so I was texting Ray. I was like, so should it just be me and you at Mania? And he was like, what if I text Greg Tree? And I was like, I mean, good luck. The guy hasn't done anything on YouTube in a year. I don't think he's watching wrestling anymore.
Yeah.
And then lo and behold, here we are.
Yeah. And like I said, excited to be here. I'm
It's
going to
great to have
definitely
you.
try my best to watch Mania tomorrow. I know my cousin has a friend coming up to visit, and a couple of friends are coming, but I definitely want to, if not watching it live tomorrow, I want to watch it Sunday during the day so I can be caught up on and, see how my predictions go.
Makes sense. All right, so we'll jump on to the next match. If I didn't say it already, theory for me.
Yeah.
Up next is the Raw Tag Titles. The Street Profits against the Alpha Academy of Chad Gable and Otis against RK Bro, who are the champions.
In my opinion, from what I remember from watching these videos, is Alpha Academy is kind of the odd group out. They made their way in by just attacking both teams numerous times, which is a typical way to, make your mark.
Yeah.
I'm wondering if this is a turning point for RK Bro. And I feel like I have to go with Alpha Academy, either pinning Riddle or pinning someone on the Street Profits is my opinion, guess or opinion. So I'm going to have to go with Alpha Academy.
I'm going to take RK Bro. I think it's the safe pick. I think they want to get that one last big stage win with them before they pull the trigger on the split.
Okay.
Because they could lose the titles to like a debuting great NXT doesn't really have any good tag teams written. I think about it. They could lose the titles to, I don't know, Omos as in a 2-on-1 handicap match. There you go.
Omos just holds both titles.
Yeah, the opposite of what happened last year.
I'm
gonna go.
I wouldn't be surprised if what if they lose them to the Usos? They just unify all belts.
I could see that too. All right, let's see. Jumping on to the next match. Okay, I don't know if you've seen what Edge has been doing lately, but dear God, it's been something.
I've seen a couple things. I haven't watched it, but I remember my friend Joey, who we've talked, might know him. He was on our Busted Takes podcast for a while. He said that Edge got new music.
Yeah, and now he's shrouded in a blinding blue light. Let me see if I can find a picture of Blue Edge for you. Okay, here we go. I'm getting a picture of Blue Edge just so you can see this. It's something, man. I'm telling you, I was not home when Blue Edge debuted. I was house sitting that week, so it was just me in a room alone, no one else in the building, and I genuinely screamed, "What the fuck?" Because this is what Edge does now.
Oh, okay. He's kind of got a kind of Undertaker vibe to him. He's trying to play more of the Brood character. That's what it seems like. But
it's very much a you people character.
Yeah.
So it's him versus AJ. I hadn't gotten that far yet. And I did this at the beginning of the stream, but with you here, I want to see if I can make you laugh with this. Now, I don't know if anyone's ever come up with the idea of Edge versus AJ Styles at WrestleMania, but then...
Now, I'm not saying you owe me royalties for this clearly amazing idea that I came up with and you stole from me. I'm just saying, maybe there should be a check in the mail the first of every month. Yeah, I guess that's royalties is what I'm asking for.
JonTron is going to send me a cease and desist any day now.
Which is ironic. If I go here, which I don't know. I've been very conflicted on whether I want to do Universe Mode again. I'd love to. And I don't know if I'd pick up where Matt and I left off with Survivor Series. It'd be tough to just jump back into it with a pay-per-view. But if I go back and look at the old universe document, and I pull up, let's go to the bottom real quick. So I have the Survivor Series card, all these others. So we did what a lot of, like, all the way up to Mania, backtrack to plan.
Yeah.
And if I go to my Mania, my card is, when I was looking at the Mania match this year, I was like, are you kidding me? I was like, this is, so I had it different. I had Edge versus Rollins, because I feel like that's kind of they obviously did that. And I was like, wow, I had that plan before I did it. I had Aleister Black versus Undertaker. Everyone who's done Universe mode, I feel like has done that at some point.
Yeah.
And then the interesting one is I had Kevin Owens versus Stone Cold, because, you know, like the Stunner versus Stunner. Yeah. And I had it set up in such an interesting way that at my No Way Out pay-per-view, Stone Cold was going to come back from being gone, from being GM for so long. Stunner Owens. Finn Balor cashes in his Money in the Bank, wins the title. Owens' long reign comes to an end, and that sets up for Mania of the Owens versus Stone Cold. Because I had a previous, I'll send you the document once we're done. But I had an old school Raw where Stone Cold talked, and Owens interrupted him, disrespecting him, and hit him with a stunner, and then just assaulted him and injured him and whatnot. And I thought it was good writing on my part, but like I said, I'll send it to you after. It's interesting when like we come up with these ideas and we see them played out, but in a way, like I saw Murphs make a video talking about how he would have done the build to WrestleMania for Owens versus Stone Cold, and from what I've seen, I was like, wow, that's really intelligent. It's crazy how sometimes some of these writers can't come up with better ways to build, but smaller YouTubers like us can. Using a video game.
Right. So, yeah, I guess we got very off track there.
Sorry.
Well, no, you're good. In that time, a one-on-one match between Rick Boogs and Jimmy Uso turned into a 6-man tag of Boogs, Nakamura, and Finn Balor against Austin Theory and the Usos. Anyway.
Classic WWE things. A one-on-one feud? Nah, let's make it an 8-man tag match. Or a 6-man tag match, or a tag. But yeah.
I'm going to take the risky play of taking Styles, because I think Roman's got to, spoilers for later, Roman's got to have someone to challenge him after Mania.
Yeah.
And they're not going to do heel Roman versus heel Edge. If I never have to watch Roman and Edge wrestle again, I'm happy. Against one another.
I agree.
Money in the Bank last year was painful.
Yeah. I actually somewhat agree with that. I think I'm going to go Styles, because I think no matter who loses here, like Edge doesn't lose anything by losing. I feel like Styles does, you know, from the promos that I've seen of Edge, where he's talking about that he lived in Omos's shadow for so long that he's like lost his touch. It's a big match for AJ, where he has something to prove where Edge really doesn't.
Right. Yeah.
And if Edge loses, he can drop back down to the mid card. And I saw Mr. JJ was talking about how he's potentially building a stable involving Priest. And if that's true, then that's a good way to do it, because it kind of pushes him back from the main card and lets him focus more on the mid card and lower card guys. So yeah, I would agree with you. I think Styles is a good pick for this.
All right. Yeah, I think that's good as well. So I was going to do a whole bit here where I was going to go into Roman and Brock next and say that this next matchup was the real main event. We'll just go ahead and do it. A match that I am unironically looking forward to: Bobby Lashley versus Omos.
I saw the build to this one, and I agree with you. It's one of those matches I feel like it's kind of underrated.
So Omos, let me just say this here. Omos is not good in the ring. Let me make sure people know I don't think like he's a good worker. He's not.
Mm-hmm.
But sometimes this is going to sound really dumb, but I think people that know what I'm talking about, you will probably get it because you're my age. Mr. JJ will probably get it because he grew up around the same time I did. It makes me think of when Jimmy Neutron and the Fairly Odd Parents did a crossover, and there was a monster truck rally in that one. And one of them, and I think it was Jimmy because he was dumb at the time, went, "The big trucks is going to eat the little trucks." That's how I feel about Omos versus Lashley. The big guy is going to hit the other big guy.
Yeah, it's essentially that.
And I don't want to see it.
It's a very good analogy.
It took me like 10 minutes to get there, but it was good.
I like that.
I'm glad you liked that one. I thought about that one all day. Mr. JJ says, "What a reference." And if anyone wondered what I was watching while I was recording AEW Full Gear a few weeks ago, because Ray and I had to do commentary together for that. Yeah, no. So my thought is that the whole story has been no one can take Omos off his feet. Well, then they just had Bobby do it on Raw.
Yeah.
So I think Omos is going to win. Give him a win over a former world champion. Just, if you really, God help us all, if you really want to do it, get a Roman and Omos feud out of the way, have Roman be the one to beat him, and then Omos can just go into a Kali role of being a big guy that squashes small people sometimes, but never really does anything.
Yeah. Huh.
So I'll be taking Omos for those that didn't get that from my long-winded explanation involving a Jimmy Neutron reference in 2022.
You know, I'm going to take Omos as well. I could see them going, like Mr. JJ said, like, it's kind of funny, like Khali. I could see them going the route of one day putting a championship on Omos, similar to how the Great Khali held the world heavyweight. I mean, it was briefly, but it was still, he fought big, like, I think one of his competitors, he might have beat him actually. It might have been Batista. But it's like, it's a good person to put the belt on, to put someone else over eventually, because they're such a powerhouse.
Yeah. So, and honestly, you know what? I can see it.
Yeah. I could see Omos winning this.
And that brings us on to the anticlimactic finale of Roman Reigns and Brock Lesnar. I think neither of us really need much explanation here. I think I know who you've got.
Yeah, I feel like it's a pretty obvious. See, it's like one of those things where it's like, I think it's obvious, but if I overthink it, I could see WWE going the route that neither of us are going to pick.
Right. So here's a fun fact. I had a whole promo written for this. Like, I was going to cut a promo here where I was going to talk about how I was separated from my championship unfairly 8 months ago, because I was having to introduce the Bradley Carver rule was stupid. I love my uncle, but holy crap, he and I need to not ever compete in predictions again because we think the same all the time. I was going to cut a whole promo, and I was going to say, and there's only one way to make sure I don't tie with Ray in the main event of WrestleMania, and that's to take Brock Lesnar. Well, then Monday on Raw, Roman Reigns says, "I've never beaten Brock Lesnar at WrestleMania, and I need to right that wrong." I'm like, all right, there we go. Roman's winning.
Yeah. And it's true. It's just I could see, like, Brock is very successful with his current character. And he's the one thing that sucks about Brock is he's that kind of wrestler that, what do you do with him if he's not in the main card? If he's not in the main event title, if he's not like fighting for the title, it's just, he's tough to kind of see him in that mid card. And that's where it worries me that if he, like, which I think Roman's going to win. So in that case, Roman wins. Where does Brock go? I mean, unfortunately, he'd probably go. Like, he takes some more time off. But I love this character Brock's been doing. This country Brock has been probably my favorite version of him. And I even saw, I can't remember if it was on the Broken Skull podcast with Stone Cold, but I remember Undertaker was talking about it. He said that it's great to see Brock having so much fun and him just being himself.
Yeah, it is great. But I also think, unfortunately, that Cowboy Brock has a shelf life. And if he wins both titles, I think that life expires.
Yeah. I agree.
But yeah, so that was mine and Greg Tree's pick. I assume the world champion predictions Ray We'll jump in any... Oh, son of a bitch. Like working at racetrack. Well, that's a match that's not going to matter for points then. Oh, there's no audio for Ray.
That's odd. I don't know if they can't hear it, because I was able to hear it. It was quiet, but I was able to hear it.
Huh. Hang on. Technical difficulties, everybody. Please stand by.
It's all right. We can check out chat.
Here we go.
The triple threat was Batista versus Kali versus Mysterio. I believe it was.
Here, we'll just do it.
What Zach Rushing was talking about.
Yeah, we'll just do it this way. You guys are just going to potentially hear some echo with myself and Greg Trey. We'll just do it this way.
Enough from Xanadu and Craig Bush. Anyway,
Let me know if the chat says
let's
they
get
can't
to
hear
the
him this
real
time.
meat of the video.
Okay.
Night 2 predictions for my night 1 challenger. Night 2 because the champ main events, baby. Anyway, let's get going and knock out these predictions so the champ can get back to doing champ shit only. Anyway, first matchup we have Queen Zelina and Carmella versus Sasha Banks and Naomi versus Rhea Ripley and Liv Morgan versus Natalya and Shayna Baszler for the WWE Women's Tag Team Championship. I am picking Rhea Ripley and Liv Morgan because, guys, I think it's time to pull the trigger on them. I think they're both really over. I think they'd be fun to see with the belts again. And you know what? I'm kind of tired of Zelina and Carmella. So I would say get the belts on Ripley and Morgan. Next up, Johnny Knoxville versus Sami Zayn in an anything goes match. I think somehow Johnny Knoxville will win. Hate saying it, but yeah, I think somehow he'll win. I wish it was Sami, but I don't think so. Hopefully I'm wrong, but I think it'll be Johnny Knoxville just for the celebrity pop of it all. Next up, another celebrity match. A lot of celebrity matches on this year's card. This is kind of a knock on the show for me, honestly. We have Pat McAfee versus Austin Theory, and I think definitely Pat McAfee's going to win this match because they need the celebrity pop. They need the mainstream pop again, which that does not contribute to the boobs of wrestling, but never mind. Next up, we have RK Bro, the team of Randy Orton and Matt Riddle, versus the Street Profits versus Alpha Academy for the Raw Tag Team Championships. I would like to see the Street Profits get it back, but also I can see the Alpha Academy or RK Bro taking this. It's kind of a toss-up match for me, depending on how long they want to go with Randy Orton and Matt Riddle, and that's what I'm predicting here. So I guess my choice would be it could really go either way. RK Bro. I picked to retain. Edge versus AJ Styles. This is a tough one for me because AJ Styles did not look that great against Omos. And Edge is kind of riding this wave right now where he's starting to look really good. So I don't want to ruin that. But AJ Styles also has, I think, one more main event run left in him. So, I'm going to take – this lost me the friggin' belt. This lost me a championship match last year, betting on Edge. I'm betting on Edge. Anyway, next up we have Bobby Lashley and Omos. I think Bobby Lashley beats Omos. hopefully, if they may actually have Omos win this. In which case, oh my god, whatever. And finally, to unify the championship, WWE champion Brock Lesnar will take on Roman Reigns. And I am going to go with the pick that has secured me the championship multiple times now, Roman Reigns. Hopefully, Great Tree and Zander can present a challenge to me, unlike Zander last time where I stomped his head in. Anyway, this has been the reigning, defending LS11 Predictions champion, Ray Wood. Signing off from all of you. Goodbye, everyone.
Okay, I'd just like to give a big shout out to Ray for actually editing that himself, so I didn't have to. I don't know. I'm pretty sure it was in the setup where like we were over on the side here.
Mm-hmm.
I wasn't able to look because I was having to share the screen, but there were so many points where I was trying not to bust out laughing at some of the things he said because he wanted that to be taken seriously, and I was trying to do that. But when he was like, "If Omos wins, so God, oh help me God," that means Omos could cost him that title to one of us.
Yeah. And I think the interesting thing, one thing I noticed is, I think you two picked RK Bro, which I guess vice versa. If RK Bro retains, that means I'm automatically down a point to you too.
Yeah. Well, I mean, you might not have to worry about me at all because if you straight up beat me, then I'm not involved in night 2. But if we only both did night 2 predictions in case we tie.
Yeah.
Which is a high probability. Have you seen this channel before?
Did we only defer on, was it 2 on night 1, which would make for if our 2
we did.
Yeah, so it's possible for a tie.
It is very possible. So I guess I'll set this rule up now. If it becomes a tie at WrestleMania, like the only way that Ray gets out in a tie is if Ray ties with one of us. If you and I tie, Ray is officially no longer predictions champion. The title will become vacant, and I guess you and I will predict over it at Backlash.
Okay.
I think that makes sense.
Yeah. I feel like because since we tied, it doesn't make sense for him to still be within, like, for it to be a triple threat again.
Right,
like,
yeah.
Yeah.
It's like, because I had a handful of ties in my 352-day title reign. I mean, it was 352 days. Of course, I was going to tie at some point.
Yeah.
But like Royal Rumble, it was a 3-way tie of me, Ray, and Bradley. And so it became the 3 of us at the Chamber. And then I won, and then Bradley somehow got 2 more title matches out of that. But anyway, and then he beat me on the last one because we had to make a new rule. But anyway, he never got the belt because I gifted my... You really missed a lot of storylines. It was Ray versus Bradley versus Matta versus me at All Out. But then I turned heel and gave my points to Ray, so Ray would win. And Ray has been predictions champion ever since.
Well, that's certainly a turn of events that I wouldn't have predicted.
Face.
It's definitely a way to go.
Yeah, I mean, also me having this half of my hair is red for a long time is something nobody predicted, but that happened last year too.
That's true.
Also, for those curious what's going on with Ring of Honor, which is probably a lot better show tonight than this. Apparently, FTR and the Briscoes just tore the house down.
Yeah, I've been trying to keep up with Smackdown tonight. They should be on the main event. Is it that 6-man tag match?
oh, buddy. No, that already ended. Finn Balor, the U.S. champion, got pinned. And now we are watching Happy Talk with Happy Corbin and Madcap Moss.
Oh, wow. What a way to potentially end a show.
I never want hardly anything I do to be taken seriously. Okay, that's fair. I swear, but if this comes with a follow-up of, but I wanted that predictions video to be taken seriously, where he called you Greg Bush. What did he call me?
I don't know.
Let me see if I can. I gotta listen back to it because like Ray will probably just tell me, but let's see if I can hear it. Xanadu. Oh my. Also, I don't know how much you're keeping up with the whole EC3 situation in wrestling right now.
Mm-hmm.
He has started his own wrestling company
Oh.
called
Okay.
it's great, called Control Your Narrative.
It's the brand is called.
Mm-hmm. And they have had recent signings of Flip Gordon, known conspiracy theorist and COVID denier, and Austin Aries.
Oh.
So if anyone's wondered the actual reason why EC3 got pulled from the main event of Impact tomorrow in LS11 Universe,
There you go.
yep, I just do not want to be associated with Control Your Narrative in any way.
Yeah, that's completely understandable.
It's mainly Austin Aries is the selling point for me backing away.
Yeah.
But here and I'm gonna find this for you real quick because you haven't heard about this. It's a wrestling promotion where there are no rules except for these 8 rules and regulations. Are you ready for this, Greg Tree?
I don't think I am, but proceed.
Control your narrative. Rules and regulations. Number 1, you are in control. Number 2, you are in control. Number 3, fights end when you tap out, get knocked out, can't stand, or quit. Sanctioned matches can end via pinfall.
Okay.
Rule number 4, standard professional wrestling rules apply for sanctioned matches. Chaos ensues in the project pit.
Okay.
Number 5, no hashtag super kicks, no hashtag tope suicidas, no hashtag Canadian destroyers.
I understand the latter of the
Number
two.
6,
Super kicks is interesting.
this one is going to, I think this one will make you laugh. Number 6, your fight is not with your opponent, it's with yourself.
What the? How does? That's so bizarre.
Number 7, fights will go on as long as they have to. Sanctioned matches hit their times. And also, rule number 7 uses the wrong version of 2. As
course
long
it
as they
does.
have TOO is what they put. And finally, 8. If you want to hashtag control your narrative, you have to fight.
But not others. You got to fight yourself.
Yeah, right. The fight is with yourself.
Yeah.
You are in control. It's so dumb. I'm never going to watch it.
That's painful.
It is so fucking painful that it's funny. I think the best response I've seen to it is they think they're doing Fight Club, but they don't know what Fight Club means.
Yeah. It's exactly what it is.
I gotta watch how I say it. I don't want to offend too many people, but it's also fun to offend people, and I've gotten really good at it. Oh man, it's just great. The less said on it, the better, but also just I can't help but sit here and laugh at it. And I am really glad he went ahead and talked about it and got all of that shit out there like the Austin Aries stuff, before I had to finalize the card for Bound for Glory.
Yeah, it's nice that that came out and you're like, oh, I have to make a change.
Yeah, that could have been really bad.
Yeah.
So
I
I think Drew McIntyre interrupting Happy Talk was the main event of SmackDown before WrestleMania.
Oh, that's enticing. That's what a way to end it.
What was that?
I said what a way to end it. I feel like from what I've seen, I feel like Raw was definitely better of the two this week and definitely a better build to WrestleMania.
Yep.
Which is
Definitely.
I mean, it's not surprising, but
Mr. JJ says it's going to end up like Raw Underground minus the dancers. Jobber asks, am I Fightful Select sub? He talked about it a couple weeks before SRS pulled it because subscribers weren't happy with the content. I really need to be a Fightful Select subscriber, but it's a matter of like money has been so tight for the last few months that I didn't want to spend $5 a month extra. Yep, that is how they're ending SmackDown, folks. Drew McIntyre and Happy Corbin. The same way they ended the Raw before WrestleMania last year.
yeah.
Well, I think that's going to do it for the stream.
Yeah, I completely understand that. Before we really sign up, I do have just a couple of quick questions. I've been really
All right, what's up?
contemplating it, whether I should do or not. I've been contemplating whether or not to buy 2K22, and I just kind of wanted to get your opinions on it. I know I've seen I've watched part of your first impressions.
Mm-hmm.
I joined your initial stream where the game just wouldn't work, and I was like, already off to a hot start.
It was not the game's fault. It was not.
Understandable.
That was my computer needed a new driver, and like I needed to download new software drivers for the game to actually work because it was a higher running game than ones I normally played.
Okay.
So I'm now a month into content with it. I've recorded 4 weeks of content in it.
Mhm.
I recorded Bad Blood the other night. I'll talk to you about Bad Blood once the stream is over, since I don't want to spoil stuff in the actual stream.
Okay.
But I have really enjoyed it. The matches feel smoother. I personally like the new camera angles. The one thing I don't like is the red haze. That really bothers me a lot, is the red haze when you take a lot of damage. Because then it makes it feel like I can't play as the losers of matches, because then people know.
Yeah.
But also, if I play as the winners all the time, people are always going to know who's going to win. So
Yeah. That's true. Yeah, I feel like... Is there no visual setting for that where you can turn that off?
Not that I have seen yet. I am going to play around with it some more and see if there is, but like...
Okay.
I know I recently got a comment asking me to turn off the match ratings because of stuff like that. The issue there is match ratings are also tied into you have a finisher that pops up underneath you.
Mm-hmm.
And I need that because I'm still not used to all the characters' finishers and signatures.
Yeah. That's the one thing that I had such a trouble with whenever I would make old universe modes. I would have all HUDs off. I put my own overlays in when editing. I mean, for those of you that saw, I mean, there's a reason that Adam and I's episodes only came out maybe once a week. Like, I spent hours of editing sometimes on one Raw. My Halloween Havoc pay-per-view that came out, I think I probably spent a total of at least 20 hours editing. Like, just going through, nitpicking. The one thing that sucks is I'm such a perfectionist when it comes to videos and stuff like that. Like, everything has to be so crisp and clean. If it's not, I have to go back and do it again. But the one thing that was so tough is I'd always have to pause it and look to see if someone had a finisher. Then I have to mark down when I paused it, go back, edit it out. And it's like, same for some people. Like, switching from 19 to 20 was so tough because some finishers and signatures were activated in different ways in the game. Like, I think, for example, Finn Balor's missile drop kick was activated differently from Jesus.
I was waiting for
Fair
you
enough.
to see it.
Fair enough. What are you trying to say about the Joker?
Holy fucking
If you want to get politically correct, I actually have 4. So
I just turned into the Joker for a second there. For those that didn't see it, this is what Ray put. And Greg transport Joker. Anyway, as you were saying, I'm sorry.
Oh no, you're good. I wondered. I was like, what is he? Oh, I see it now.
I didn't want to interrupt you, but I was trying hard.
It's all right. I don't blame you. I blame Carrot Top over there. Anyway, where was I at? Oh, so the difference in the finishers was so tough because I think, like I said, it was a missile dropkick and Finn Balor was activated differently in 19 and 20 for his signature, and I got so confused on how to activate it, and I had to go back and test play, and such a hassle. So I think if I get 22, I'll definitely probably play around with it for a week, learn the controls and stuff, and learn a lot of the new stuff before making content on it.
Yeah. It makes sense. That's what I did. Was I played with it for a few hours on that stream before I was ready to do a universe with it.
Yeah.
Oh man, I had to catch my breath after all that laughing. And so I was, the back and forth. I kind of hope I lose tomorrow. I need these back and forths between you and Ray. Okay, so I was actually before I knew you were going to be on the stream with me tonight, when we were going to record this earlier, I was going to do a bit on the stream where I showed people the wrestling figures I bought over the last 2 months because I haven't opened a single one yet.
Yeah.
So I think that's going to be how we end the night.
Okay.
First of all, we're going to start strong here. Legends Series Target exclusive Hurricane.
Love it.
It's so good. I'm so happy I found that. Ray was here when I bought these. I got a couple more elites when I was at Walmart a few weeks ago. I got the new Sami Zayn, who's got his Sami award with him. And I got the Austin Theory figure as well.
Pickups.
I got 2 more, though, at Target. I got a couple AEW figures. And this is how we're going to end the stream as we've shown these off. I got the new Nyla Rose that comes with another women's title because I have 3 of those now. And finally, Wardlow. And there you go. I have spent way more money on figures than I should lately. I'm a man that's going to be popping the question in 4 weeks. But anyway,
Nice.
with all that said, ladies and gentlemen.
Congratulations.
Thank you. Yeah, I'll talk to you more about that after the stream, too. Thank you all for watching tonight so much. It was a great watch along. Greg Tree, welcome back to YouTube. It's great to have you back.
Thank you. It's great to be back. It's great to be in front of a camera again.
It is fantastic. And with all of that said, ladies and gentlemen, I will see you tomorrow for WrestleMania. I know Ray is going to be working, and I believe you're going to be watching with some friends.
Yes.
So I don't know if I'll see you or not.
I may try and pop in if you're. Are you doing a live watch along?
I am.
Okay. I may try and pop in if you don't mind sending me the link prior to starting.
Yeah.
I'll try and pop in when I get the chance.
I accidentally put this StreamYard link into Discord for about 2 seconds, and I was really worried that like fucking DJ Danger was going to pop in at some point. I wasn't sure who caught it. With all that said, I've been Zander. He's been Greg Tree. That felt weird, and that was a watch along.